This meeting is being recorded.
Oh,
For the visually impaired, I guess. Okay.
I guess that's amazing.
Is that a
I've
new
never heard
feature?
that before. That must be a new feature. I'm like, that's never done that before.
Yeah. Welcome to technology. Something changed in the force, and now we all get something different.
That's awesome. Nicole, congratulations.
Very fun.
Thank you. It's my second car, so I'm super excited.
That's amazing.
Very fun. Very fun.
Oh, Sandy, I bet. Well, if she just got hers, I bet yours is coming, Sandy. It'll be here before you know it, I bet. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and start just for time's sake. And Nicole's got a car to go pick up. We got to be punctual on what we're doing today. Okay, so welcome to Lunch and Learn. And as always, we'll take this, it's recorded. We'll put it on YouTube. The YouTube is just Jennifer Enloe, E-N-L-O-E. Share it with, you can take the recording, you can post it anywhere. It's open. Everyone always asks me that. So I know I see some new faces. So I always like to share that. And this will just send it wherever you want. And sometimes we have team members or power partners that were like, they couldn't be on, but they needed to hear it. And so I welcome you. All the past ones are on there. I don't even know if YouTube has a limit, to be honest, but I'm sure at some point I might have to adjust some things or make something, but everything from the other ones are on there. So we have the honor and privilege to have top director today, Maureen Shipp. She's going to share with us and rock our socks off. And sorry, you all get me in the all natural, not feeling so hot today, but the show must go on, right? We got to make things happen. And so I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for participating, for sharing this with all your fellow sister consultants in every division. It's amazing. And Maureen, thank you so much for your go give heart. And when she's like, who's it to? I'm like, anybody and everybody in Mary Kay now. I mean, this thing's taken off. And so I just appreciate you taking that time of your busy December. It's December. I can't even believe it. And everything that we have going on this month with the perks that the company did. And you are the real deal, friend. And I appreciate you so much. So I'm going to let you take over.
Thank you. Thank you. It is such a privilege to be asked because in Mary Kay, we are so careful with who we put in front of people. And so I am so honored. It is such an honor just to be asked. I also believe that people listen from the place that they are based on who they're listening from. So I'm going to share with you my accolades so that you understand like where I am approaching this business and this training like from this place. So my 5 most exciting accolades that I have is I have completed the Court of Sales 22 times. I have completed the Court of Sharing 2 times. I have triple starred twice, which that means you complete the Court of Sales and the Court of Sharing and Unit Club in the same year. So I've done that twice. So that's the courts that I've done. Also with cars, I have earned 12 career cars and 8 of them are pink. Woo, we love a pink Cadillac. Trips, I have earned 6 top director trips. Regarding, I am actually a Cindy Williams Emeritus National Sales Director. And I know the words because I was in Cindy Williams National area her entire national career. I was one of the last ones to finish so that she was a national. And I hear the same thing. It's the sweetest thing ever. When I say, oh, who's your national? Cindy Williams, they go, I love her. So that's probably what you just said in your head. I love her. Well, you do not love her like I love her. I love her. And had the privilege of growing up with her as a mentor. It's been completely amazing. But probably my greatest accolade is not a Mary Kay career path, but it is the woman that I have become. I knew before I joined Mary Kay the woman that I wanted to be. And because of Mary Kay, it has caused me to raise my bar for myself. And that is my greatest accolade, is the character that this company develops in us as women. It is not about perfection, but it is definitely about excellence. So I am going to share with you a little bit about my story, my story with where Mary Kay found me. So I have my degree in psychology. I married my sweet man, Don. We started our family and we did one thing different, and that changed the rest of my life. And that is that we had 4 kids in 4 years. No duplicate births. Yeah, just to have a baby. Let's do it again. Oh, 3P. Yeah, all that. So what that actually made me was unemployable because no one would pay me more than the cost of childcare. And we didn't have any family. The closest family member was 4 hours away. So I was extremely busy, but I was under challenged. I had like a stirring in my spirit. I was like, there has got to be more to life than dinner, diapers, and dishes. And so that's where Mary Kay found me. My girlfriend was a brand new consultant, and she was like, hey, can I practice? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And people, let's get together with people. So she came over, I tried the products. And at that point in time, I am actually Dallas. So I live in a suburb of Dallas, like 3 minutes outside of Dallas. And at that point in time, I'd been in Dallas for 5 years and no one had offered me a Mary Kay makeover. So the question that you ask yourself is, how long has it been since someone offered me a Mary Kay makeover? That gives you an idea of what we have available to us. So she offered me a makeover. I tried it and I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff is good. Like really good. I'd heard of it, but I had never experienced it. And she was having a grand opening a couple of days later. And she was like, would you like to come? Yes. Oh my gosh, if you are walking around the block and picking up leaves are my new best thing. So I was like, yes, I would love to come. And so that was where I heard about the company of Mary Kay, where you keep God first, you keep your family second, you keep your career third. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what I believe. And so I didn't know about all of that, but I heard about the discount and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so in. So I was just going to do that. But my director in her wisdom was like, please come to seminar. Please come to seminar. And I'm like, do you know how hard it is to get childcare worked out for 4 small children? I cannot come. And she kept asking and she kept asking. And finally I was like, okay, I will go. And I went, and what I saw, what I experienced changed my life. And I, back at that point in time, we were told to write down what we wanted. And I was like, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to do what they teach me to do. So what I am doing now is I'm going to teach you what to do. So first off, for those of you who have been in for a minute, like me, I have been in for 24 years, you know a lot of things. You know how to book, you know how to coach, you know how to sell, you know how to share. So I may not teach you anything that's like huge and life-changing in that department, but if I can give you one nugget that you can tweak and change your business, mission accomplished. For those of you who are new, every word coming out of my lips, you're like, from the lips of God. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, I know, right? So for you, everything is going to be new and different, and you just cannot write fast enough. Either way is great because everything is about improvement, not perfection, improvement and excellence. So the first thing I'm going to encourage you to know, write it on your paper, is your personal why. Why? What are you working for? What does it get you? And why do we, well, like you hear people talk about that why, you're like, what's your why? And I have been in places where I'm like, I don't know my why. I will tell you, I implore you to figure that out. And the reason I do is because it is absolute fuel on your fire. And I know that because I couldn't figure mine out. And I recently got it nailed down. My husband was like, okay, we got to figure this out. And I'm like, yes, we do. And so asking questions, figuring it out, I have my why back. And it changes over time, and that's okay, permission granted, but know your why. And I will also tell you that it does not have to be noble. Whenever I earned this ring, that one, I saw that on people's fingers and I was like, I want that ring. because I thought everybody's going to know that that's a $500,000 ring, and that people are going to know what I did to earn that ring, and people are going to attach value to me, and I am going to be worthy. Well, the first parts of that was true, but the last part wasn't, but you couldn't have told me different. I had to do it to figure that part out. So it doesn't have to be noble. There's nothing noble about this ring, but what it got me about my personal worth in the eyes of our King, that's what it's about. Now I understand my value, and it's not attached inappropriately, but you cannot tell me that. So I don't care what your why is, you will learn what you need to learn on the way to your why. So what is my why? My why is to decorate my house. We just moved into this house 4 years ago. I decorated it when I got here, and now I'm like a little bit done with it. But it's not just about that. Because I'm kind of into this. What is it? It's like that log cabin, like metal look. I'm very much into that. And not like the cheesy one. You know what I mean? Like the overdone log cabin, not that one. But my husband also is kind of figuring out some hobbies for him. And I'm like, we can travel to Montana from Dallas and put something in the back of a truck and bring it back here and work with it. And it'll be vacation, and it'll be connection time, and then it will be hobby. So there's a whole lot tied up in it. It's not just about, decorating the house and put a little metal on it. No, it's not that. There's a whole lot more there, but I know what decorating my house means, and I'm so excited about it. So you've totally got to follow me on Facebook and Instagram and like see what I'm doing. You're gonna be like, I love what she's doing. That was her why. That's her why, right? We're like this, we're tight. So now I'm going to share with you a little bit of history about whenever I joined Mary Kay. Whenever I joined Mary Kay, you would offer somebody a free facial and give them $10 in free products. Okay, so inflation has happened 24 years later. Now I offer $25 in free product. And I will tell you the honest truth, I have never been sharper in my life. I have never been more articulate. I have never been more emotionally healthy. And yes, I still offer $25 in free product. They won't get together with me if I don't. So, suck it up, Buttercup. Do what you got to do. You know your sphere of influence. You know your vibe. You know what they'll get together with you for. Now, my thought is, if I'm giving somebody $25 in free product, absolutely everybody is going to book with me. No, I still run the exact same numbers as I did when I joined. I still book pretty much book and hold 1 out of 10. Like 10 people, ask them $25 in free products. One person actually books and holds with me. So if you are struggling with bookings, if you're not getting enough, then that may be an area to tweak. And at first I was like, $25, Jiminy Cricket, is anybody going to make money? Oh, yes, sister, you are. Of that, I promise you. Yes, you are. Okay, so how do you get it started? Because sometimes there have been times in my business where I have been like stuck, like I've got nobody to book. I just need to get bookings, because when I get bookings, then it'll all start, but I got to start booking. You know what I'm saying? Who's in that place? Who's like, I am stuck. I need more booking. Yeah. I see some smiles. Okay. So, and some of y'all are video off because you don't want me to see your smile. I know your smile. You're like, yes, I am stuck. Okay. So I am going to use the words. It starts with one, but you've got to make that happen. I'm going to share ideas, but you're going to make it happen. Why? How are you going to make it happen? You're going to figure that out. When you know your why, I will absolutely figure it out so that I can watch social media. You're going to see what the I can is. So here are some ideas. If you already have customers, they need a refresher facial every 5 to 10 years, period, no questions asked. Because what will happen is they will get into a new age range. And if we are not getting in front of them with a new skincare line, they are going to go to somebody else because Mary Kay no longer works for them. No, that skincare line no longer works for them because they're not in that line anymore. So, or it gives you an opportunity to get in front of them and put them on supplements because they're at the halfway mark, that kind of thing. During that appointment, you're going to do that appointment full, complete, circle. Promise me, I will do it full circle, even though I've known her for years. Yes, you will. And when you do, and I'm going to tell you about full circle in a little bit, when you do, you will absolutely be back in business. And then you'll be able to do it all just from one person. You're just trying to find getting in front of one person. Now you've got to have multiples because I have to ask 10 to get my one. So you've got to have multiples, but then just getting that one. You're also going to ask friends. You're going to get together with them for a facial. There are people that have been customers are no longer customers. You're going to get in front of them again. You're going to ask them, I just learned a new training. I need to practice. Can I borrow your face? I'm going to give you the training in a few minutes. Now you've got the words, go ask them. You can, they're called fish bowls. Don't ask me why they're called fish bowls. I can tell you why, but it doesn't matter. Putting a container in a store and getting people to sign up into that. Whatever it takes to get the one. You can go and do a whatever Uno event at a nursing facility. And you're like, I'm not going to, like, they're not recruitable. I don't care if they're recruitable or not. They got grandbabies. And you get referrals, and then you reach out to the grandbabies, and then you call them and you get names and phone numbers and you book them. And then those are the people that you're going to get together with and get with their people. There are people everywhere. I will tell you, I have been doing some booth events, and I will tell you, I am shook to my core at the number of people that do not have consultants. And you're like, but you're Dallas. I know, right? We need to up our game. We need to raise our bar. We need to open our mouth. I can have 100 leads and have 10 people that already have a consultant. And like 3 of them are legit. Like, I know they have a consultant, but the other 6, I call them here. This is worth the cost of admission right here. I reach out and I go, oh my gosh, you were one of my winners. Touch back with your consultant's name and phone number, and I'll reach out to her and let her know what you won. Just reach back. And that's what I do. Because they marked it, I don't assume that they have a consultant. A lot of time I used to throw them away because I thought, well, we're going to honor each other as sisters. They thought either they didn't understand what it meant, or they thought that means, yes, reach out to me. They were like, I marked that. And I'm like, They're like, I don't have a consultant. Great, you're one of my winners. And then I go on to tell them. Okay, so whatever it takes, get your one. And then get your presentation tight. Tight. By tight, I mean know your stuff. And that means you're going to be doing it a lot to get it tight. You're also going to be getting stuff marked out of the presentation so that you have it down to 1 hour. 1 hour. You're like, can it actually be done in 1 hour? Yes, it can. Front to end, 1 hour. There are some things that I had to do. Like, I'll show you this. I had to cross off this area and highlight the information that I needed, so that they would not be filling out all of that. It takes too long and I don't need it. Like, how many eyes does she have? 2. I can see it right here. She has 2. I'm fine. I don't need to know that. Like, I don't need all of that stuff. So absolutely. So let's go through what I do at an appointment that gets it tight. And I will articulate. When I have one person there, it's 1 hour.00. When I have 2 people there, you can tack on 5 minutes, 3 people, 5 more minutes. Okay. So I'm not going to act like I'm all that. I'm not. More people means takes a hot minute more, 5 minutes per person more. Also, if I have an additional skincare line in the mix, I can tack on 5 minutes per skincare line. So you can figure out exactly how long my appointments take based on how many people and how many lines, period. Okay. What is my purpose? My purpose is not to sell product. I'm going to sell product no matter what. I love this product. The product sells. They're going to get the best customer service. I'm not there to sell product. I'm there to find my next team member. Understand your purpose. Understand your purpose. So at the very beginning, I have 3 parts to mine. I have the intro, I have the body, and I have the close. Just like when we wrote papers in English way back when. So with the intro, I tell them what they're going to experience. I'm going to have you tell about you. I'm going to tell about me. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the company, and then we're going to dig into the products. And then when it comes to the body, That's where you do products. You're starting with satin hands so that they know instantly that this product works and it works quickly. So now they have expectations that are like, I may be open to this. Yes, you probably are. And when I am doing the appointment, I only do half the face. That's one of the ways that I get it to be faster is I do half the face. So I start with the cleanser and then I do a 10-minute mask. That's my glory time. During that 10-minute mask, I have 3 things that are covered during that time. Number 1 is referrals. And referrals, Mary Kay just gave us those 12 days of faves. If you took advantage of that, you just got your referral box taken care of. So I have my referral box right here for you to see. And you will see in my referral box, this is from the 12 days of faves. This is the 3, dot kit that they gave us. Those, like all of this stuff, like, yeah, that's my referral stuff. All in there. And I know that it's really good stuff. And so it always feels good when somebody's like, ooh, I'm having a hard time deciding. And I'm like, I love that. So when it's referral time, here's what I say to them. Okay, so now I want you to take your card that you put your address and information on, flip it over to the back. By the way, I have it highlighted. Flip it over to the back side. And I want you to write down 5 names and phone numbers of people that would enjoy a free pampering session. When you fill out all 5, then you get to pick a gift out of my box. And it's kind of like a tip for a server. It's like the greatest compliment you can give me. And you can use your phones. Phones are a tool, not a cheat. On your mark, get set, and go. And then I have them fill that out. And that's my future business. Because that I am in control of. I cannot necessarily control whether or not they get back together with me, but I can control that. And my next thing is I have them connect with me on social media. And then the third thing is I share a little bit about Mary Kay. Then we move on to the rest of the skincare products, and then I do the close. And for the close, it's the closet close and then the individual close. And the closet close is the close your eyes, picture the outfit in your closet that makes you feel drop dead gorgeous, and then get a total cost for that. And then you attach the value of that to the value of the skincare and how that's really what people remember. So the individual close is where you take them to another place. And I do. Unless it's a mother-daughter, I physically take them to another place. Because Cindy Williams said one time, you don't know if she owes her friend money. So you want to take her to a different place. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's so true. So I just go, we're going to go to my office. It's right there. And we'll get you taken care of. And then that's where I book them for a second. I sell to them first, like, what do you want? I book them for a party or color, a second appointment color, and then I schedule them for a sharing. So that all happens at the close. While I'm over there, if there's more people at the table, because that's the only time you pull them apart. If there's people at the table, they're doing the other half of their face. And that's my skincare class. And that is tight, together tight. So because of that, I can honor their time and still get everything in. If you are not able to get it all in, keep paring it down so that you've got it to an hour. That's one of the questions that I get asked often. I don't know if it's a Dallas thing or what, but that's a question that I want to make sure that I'm honoring my word and their time. So what do I want you to take away from this? I want you to know why you are doing what you're doing. I want you to know what you are doing. And I want you to know how to do it. When you have that, it absolutely propels you past the no thank yous, past the learning curve, past the journey, because the journey is so much longer than the destination, and it is worth it. Thank you so much for being on here today and for investing in yourself.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we have a couple minutes. If anybody has a question for Maureen or anything you want to, maybe add to it or I don't know, give feedback or anything. I know sometimes you want to say something that you really took away from the heart. And so anybody can unmute that has anything they need to ask or share. And I'll be monitoring the chat too. Make sure we answer in case some of you are where you can't.
Yeah, I
Unmute.
absolutely cannot do a chat and train at the same time. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Sandy, go ahead.
Okay, I'll start out. Maureen, thank you. Goodness sakes, I've been in the business 40 years and you've taught me some things. And I want to have, really, I'm trying to connect with a lot of my unit members who, you know, are the very, very part-time and trying to establish a relationship again. And I really want to, you know, because one thing that jumped out for me is with offering the free facial and $25 in product, I thought I can do that with my unit members too. Those that I want to actually do an appointment with again and kind of get them re-enthused. And so, and then the other thing is I really want to send this out to everybody in the unit because I think everybody in the unit could gain value from this. So thank you that's just a few things that I got today.
Thank you, Sandy. I so appreciate that.
It's amazing. Okay, anybody, I think somebody else had a question. Gotta find him again. Anybody else? You're free to unmute.
Well, I want to ask a question. My name is Tanya. I'm actually a hairstylist, but I also do facials. So one of the things I appreciated about what Ms. Maureen was talking about, and I think that I actually would like to offer that, is through Facebook, offer free facials, and then let that be the avenue for me to actually sell them their skincare. So I appreciated that to be my stepping stone, but also it helped me out as far as like when they make the referrals, because I would do the referral box, but then when they make the referral on this sheet, I was wanting to have that be where I can do the 1 hour party with their friends, if I can do that as far as the referral is concerned. But I had a question because you said needing the skincare every 10 years, because this is something that I offer and I like it as a pampering way. Can it be way sooner than that 10-year mark to actually just get them to come in for the pampering of the skincare, especially, I mean, true, they're going to buy the product, but like if they're wanting to come and get that done as a service instead of as a, you know, every 10-year type recycling type thing.
Definitely. It's just for those of us who have been in Mary Kay for longer, Tanya, we get like, we're on to the next and we don't serve the current. And so I was inspiring people to not forget that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Anybody else? I have so many takeaways. I love it. And here's the thing. We all learn something new from somebody else, right? And it's just little tweaks sometimes on something that we're doing. We're like, why didn't we think about that? Yeah. Time. What I value the most is how we're talking about time. And that's why everybody, I mean, anything we do, people just have less of that nowadays. I don't know. I feel like we do way more in our lives than we might have done 10 years ago. And so I love the value of that. Antoinette asked, do you do color, dash out the door? Or she may have missed that at the appointment, I'm assuming.
So while I'm closing, if I have more than one person, while I'm closing the other people, they're doing the other half of the face, everybody's finished at the end. And then I take 1 to 2 minutes to do dash out the door. If I remember it. Most people don't care because they already have their eyes on. We don't take the eyes off, all of that. So yeah, I do, or I don't.
Yeah, customize it. Sometimes you got to roll with it in the group. Sometimes you got to relate to who you're in front of too. Pivot quickly. Awesome. Anybody else? I don't want to miss any questions or.
Maureen, I just wanted to say thank you for the reminder. I loved at the beginning how you said, how long has it been since someone offered you a Mary Kay makeover? Because I don't remember the last time that happened. And I know in my community, a lot of people know me, but there's still a lot of people who don't know me. But it just made me think, like, when was the last time that I just said to someone at the store that I'd like to offer you a makeover, or I love to offer face pampering session, you know? And so thank you for that, because, and I do love Cindy Williams, my nationals, Pam Shaw, and just love the two of them dearly. And Pam has been preaching to us lately to, you know, get out and get 5 new names a day. And so thank you for that, because it just really it kind of convicted me. to the fact that I haven't been complimenting people in that way. And apparently other people aren't either, because no one has approached me in a long time. So
Exactly. And Cindy Williams always said, we are starving in an orchard.
mhm,
We are starving in an orchard. And that is so incredibly true. And what you gain from asking people, getting 5 new leads a day, is you gain confidence,
right,
which is priceless.
right.
Women don't need smooth skin or red lips. Women need confidence.
Yes.
And that task will create that confidence.
Yes. Yeah. For me, I've been completing a power start each month. So I just have been like, okay, I don't need to do that. I have facial boxes. I have this, I have that. But I just truly think that it helps a woman, even if she says no, it helps her to feel amazing that I thought of her.
Yes. I love it.
Well, and get us back in practice. you know.
Yeah.
COVID
Yes, we gotta,
shifted us. We had to think a different thought to grow our businesses, right? But now we're at home. It's going to be hybrid, but we get to shift back.
Yeah.
yeah,
And sometimes it's getting that practice again. Like, wait a minute, whoop, I know what I'm doing. So,
Yeah.
and some of you have never been able to do that because you've been COVID babies who
Mhm.
came into Mary Kay during this weirdness. And so you've never learned that. So I appreciate you saying that, because some don't. They haven't worked their business out
yeah.
in public.
I've been in Mary Kay for 25 years, and there are so many times I hear something like what Maureen just shared, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I used to do that before COVID. Why am I not doing that? That worked so well, And so thank you, because we're it's old school is the new cool is what we're saying now. So thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us today. I usually takes us, I always say, give me 24 hours. We're a little busy in here, but give me 24 hours. We'll get this onto YouTube. It's just Jennifer Enlow. You're welcome to share with anybody and everybody. If you've seen me post it somewhere, you can go there in 24 hours. I'll post it again. But you're all beautiful. Thank you for joining. And I hope this perked you up for your Thursday. Thank you, Maureen. Bye, ladies.